Hello there, Ruth. Okay. Yeah, like I said before, I was just asking if you're in a hurry because it's sometimes better to slow down, but I think I said everything before. Anyway, let's get going. Dear sir or madam, good. I'm interested in buying. Okay. I think that's called a verb collocation. So you'd have to say, I'm interested in buying some furniture for my rental apartment. One of my best friends told me that your opportunity shop have lovely second-hand pieces. Good vocabulary. I wish they would be appropriate to decorate my new house. My new household. My new house. Research the difference between household and house. So it's used incorrectly there. I don't think it is. In some circumstances, it is a direct translation of hogar, as you say in Spanish. But in other cases, it's not. So research that. My interest is in a 2 meter sofa, a wooden table and 4 chairs. A wooden table, 4 chairs and a bookshelf. I'd like them in pale colours because I am, let's just keep it simple, because I am looking for, or due to the fact that, or due to, but it's not due to, it's just because I'm looking for some contrast with my colourful striped carpet, respecting the white colour of the walls. Good. Furthermore, let me if I could acquire. Okay. Déjame alguno se podría. Okay. Furthermore, let me know if I could acquire some kitchen appliance, some kitchen equipment, some kitchen utensils, no, some kitchen, some items of the kitchen, some kitchen items, such as a frying pan, saucepan, and knives and forks in your shop. I don't know why it's knives and forks, but it's just usually it's more common to see knives and forks than forks and knives. No idea why. I would like you to send me the pictures of these items if you have some of them. In addition, it would be wonderful, no capital I, if you could send me the cost and characteristics, or the cost and measurements maybe, the cost and characteristics available, please, or available of each piece. Despite my budget being limited, or despite my budget is limited, I would like to squeeze every penny. Okay, I'd like to squeeze every penny and not cut quality. Okay, not cut quality for price. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I'm looking forward to hear from you soon. Kind regards, Ruth. Alright, good work there. Good work. Mainly just grammar there. We need to tidy up. Okay. Try to remember these structures I'm interested in. Okay. And let's see. And some of the vocabulary, kitchen items as well. Okay, just a bit more precise. Let's have a look at the number 2. Alright, let's go. The lack of large areas to build new facilities in metropolitan areas has become an issue. During the last few decades. Okay, has become an issue over the last few decades. New shopping areas have been constructed in rural areas, negatively affecting the environment, and they've changed the way people commute to these places. Okay. This essay will discuss the impacts of commercial centres in rural, okay, I wouldn't say in wildlife and in folks' lifestyle. Okay. This essay will discuss the impact of commercial centres in relation to wildlife and lifestyle, using examples from Spain to demonstrate ideas and support arguments. Okay. Look into the environmental effects. The immense comercios, no. The immense shopping centres have reduced the population of wildlife. This is because pollution and noise from cars often endanger some species that have almost disappeared in some regions. In certain regions, just to avoid saying some, or in, let's see, rural regions. For example, in Spain, a scientific study revealed a 60% decrease in some types of birds around shopping areas. Full stop. Therefore, some policies to increase the use of public transport to commute to these areas should be considered by governments to decrease fumes and noise. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Let's see. Okay. Looking to the lifestyle impacts, the location of commercial centres has resulted in a breakdown of neighbourhood social relations and more stress. First is due to the fact that in Spain, shopping areas rendered markets obsolete, and these markets were where people used to communicate with their neighbours. The second effect can be seen as the stress resulted from driving with all the family inside the car long distances. Thus, to tackle this issue, local government should promote recycling old buildings to create new commercial services close to traditional shops and avoid the use of cars. Okay, not bad, but I would have just carried on with this argument and then just invented an example. Yeah, for example, a famous shopping centre in Madrid, let's see, drastically changed one neighbouring village from a thriving shopping area to a desolate, barren city centre. Full stop. The sense of community that was there before was lost with the arrival of the new shopping centre. Therefore, blah blah blah, this is a severe effect on lifestyle. Okay, something like that. To conclude, all things considered, shopping areas have negatively affected our environment and lives. However, there are still measures that could be implanted or that could be introduced to reduce pollution and de-stress people's lives. Okay, that's fine actually. Good, that was a good task too. Okay, that was a good one. Still some work to go yet. Okay. And also, with the test, really honestly, Ruth, slow down and just go from, don't get so stressed about it. I wouldn't put in for another test. I'd give it some while and just let the improvements take the place and start immersing yourself in English 24/7. Start copying things down from 6 minutes English, doing the dictations, doing more look, cover, write techniques, spending an hour a day, bang, bang, bang. And then come January or even come February, put in for the test, okay? I could understand you going crazy doing it like once every 2 or 3 weeks like some students do, especially the ones in Australia who need it for their immigration and all that. But you're not in that situation, so I'd really just slow down and save you cash. Yeah? Have a month off of like preparing directly for the exam and go for improving your writing. An hour a day, bang, bang, bang. Either write an essay, do a look, cover, write technique, do some dictations and write down what you hear, like the power essays. And just do that. An hour a day, 30 days, bang. Be much better condition. Even 40 days, even 50 days. Okay? And just save your cash and then going for the test again, alright? Okay. Yep, you've already got the questions, so we're good. Let's keep going.